Parks, schools, restaurants, and more, Assembly Row gets high scores. We're a thriving city with so much to do. On Boston Harbor, in our view, politics, cannabis, controversial stories, heroes, villains, who gets the glory? 50-plus languages in Somerville are spoken. Sanctuary city, there are no free tokens. The history in Somerville stays alive. In All-American City, we won 3 times. Somerville connects. Somerville connects. Welcome to another edition of Dead Air Live, the longest live-running TV show in America and audio podcast, Somerville Connects. Today, we have the amazing Bryan Brahms, who is and I want to get this right, you are a direct merchants processor, and our show is called Saving Credit Card Costs for Business Owners. Welcome, Bryan.
Thank you very much, JoJo. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Bryan, I am so excited you're here. I met you on Happy Networking Project. Is that it? No, the Happy
Business Networking.
Happy Business Networking. Who thought?
Yes.
A week later, here I am with you. So, Bryan, viewers and listeners, we don't know a whole lot about you, so let's have some fun. Tell us, who is Bryan Brahms?
I was born in Los Angeles. I lived there, until 2000. I got my bachelor's degree. I got my 2 master's degrees, one in business management, one in psychology. I married my childhood sweetheart. We've been married for over 33 years, been together for 40. I have two sons, one that's 30 years old, one that's 27 years old, both very successful, and both single, by the way, just so you know that. Okay. I worked in customer service for the city of Los Angeles for many years. Then I promoted, I was in charge of the property divisions and budgets for 2 airports in Los Angeles for many years. I put on the largest air show in the city of LA for 5 years in a row. Over 500,000 people attended at the Van Nuys Air Show, which is one of the airports that I was in charge of. And then I moved to Northern California to take care of my in-laws. And my children loved it. We grew up with them skiing. We did fishing. And now we have moved from there. We live in the Sacramento area, and we are frequently seen playing in the high Sierras up in Truckee, California. And we love it. We go skiing a lot.
So, Bryan,
what else would you like to know?
Bryan, how did you get into direct merchanting processing?
Merchant processing.
Yeah, and you are self-employed. You are your own company. I want to know, what is your intrigue here?
It really, I just fell into it because I was talking to somebody and they were selling merchant processing, and they said, "What is your background?" And I had also been working in philately, which is philatelics, stamp collecting. And I'd been doing that for 20 years. My father was one of the largest first day cover dealers in the United States for over 40 years. And so I was working with him. And we talked, and we actually said, you would be good at selling merchant processing. So then I did some classes and I did some trainings. And then he went with me. And I've been doing this now for over 12 years. I love it. I get to talk to people all the time. And people are amazed at what I can do for them. So many people have goals in what they want to do financially and personally. But when they're business owners, they're going, okay, well, I can't afford this, I can't afford that because I have this expense and I have that expense. One client of mine has a dry cleaner, and they were recommended to me from my CPA in Santa Barbara. And they said that they were looking to save money for their 3-year-old's college education. 3 years old, this child. They're planning for the future, but they said, our budget doesn't allow for any room to put much money aside. So I talked to them and I found out that they were paying exorbitant amounts of money for the merchant processing. They were going through the local bank in Santa Barbara. And with traditional processing available, I was able to save them over $4,000 a month. $4,000 a month in processing. They utilized that to put it into, I think they called them some sort of Roth IRAs and another IRA. And they were able to reduce their income taxes, and they were able to reduce so many different things and save up money for their child's education. Now, I have to tell you that people don't understand where they can buy merchant processing, where they can get it. You yourself, currently you use PayPal, or people don't know that, or they use the banks. Those are some of the most expensive things out there. The reality is that banks go through brokers like me, and then they add on 20 to 40% on top of the costs. If someone's using Intuit, I can save them about 42% off the cost of processing on their Intuit program. And I tie right in. It doesn't have to be the bank that you use. It doesn't have to be their program. You can use their program for everything else. But to tie the merchant processing portion, we can connect into it. And by connecting in, they're going to save so much money. It's incredible. But then I also hear stories of people going through their banks or going through someone else, and then they're leasing machines, their terminals and their point of sales equipment. If it's a specialized point of sale terminal, terrific. I can usually get it at cost. Or if they just need a machine to process credit cards, I provide it free of charge. I have people that are paying $80 to $90 a month for a Verifone VX520, which actually this year I have to replace everyone's that has a Verifone VX520. They sunset June 30th of 2021. They're no longer going to be marked as secure by the United States government. So that's tens of thousands of machines that have to be replaced. But I provide the equipment that is secure for free. People go like, what, you're not going to charge me $80 a month? No. You're doing me the honor of processing through me. I'm going to save you money. JoJo, it's just like I said to you earlier. I want to keep a client for 20 years rather than have to search for a client every year. There's so many different things out there that people don't know about how to do the processing, how to negotiate it, who to talk to, what types of equipment are out there. There's even last year, and it's just been approved in 44 states, I believe, the new cash discount program. That is a system where you pay as the merchant, you're going to pay a flat fee of anywhere from $25 to $59, it depends upon the company, to process credit cards. And then anyone else that wants, any of your clients that want to process credit cards, they're going to pay the fees associated with that card. So you are no longer paying thousands of dollars a month for processing. Now, I'm going to tell you, 2020 has brought a lot of changes. 2021, we've had COVID. People are thinking differently about processing. They're thinking about their budgets, how many employees they can have, how many customers they can help at a single time, how many people can come into their business, how do I reach more people, how do I afford this time where, let's just face it, the revenues aren't coming in. So merchant processing is somewhere where we can maneuver. And if we can get you to a cash discount program, you're going to save all the costs. Do you have a credit card, JoJo, that gives you rewards?
Oh, yes. I love rewards. Absolutely.
Do you know who pays for the rewards?
The merchant.
Yes, exactly. So by going through the cash discount program, people don't want to pay with cash right now. Cash is dirty. Cash has germs on it. It has viruses on it. And it's right now, it's problematic because people are not putting change and money into circulation. People don't want to touch things. They want to tap with their credit card. They want to slide the credit card into the machine itself. They do not want you to touch their card. They don't want you to touch their hand. They don't want you to give them change back. They're willing to pay for the cost of using the credit card. It's that simple.
And here you are. So, Bryan, you said it all. This is why people need you. Bryan, how can people find you?
They can find me. My email is Bryan, Bryan Brahms, BRAHMS @gmail.com. My phone number is 530-604-8223. You can email me. You can text me. You can call me. It's my direct number. So people too complain, I can't reach the person that with my credit card systems. I have an issue. Help. I can help you. I can get it resolved. I service people throughout the entire United States. And I even have one company that will do Europe and Asia. So I can process across the world. I just set up a conference that's going to take place in 2022 for a legal conference. It's physically going to take place in San Francisco, but we also arranged to take credit cards from around the world, and they set it up so that they're going to be Zoom meetings and people can attend the meetings via Zoom. And I was able to facilitate that. So processing is all over. I can be on the web. I can do be on your web page, and people can do a cart. And it can also be a cash discount program through your web page when people pay you online. I provide mobile systems for when you're out in the field. I provide mobile systems inside of your restaurant, inside of your hotel. I just set up for a golf course and hotel that have specific requirements for their POS system because they have specific software. I'm able to tie right in, just like I can with Intuit, and boom, they're saving money. They don't have to go with who their provider was. They don't have to go through their bank. They were going through Wells Fargo. I can say that. Then they were offered by Chase. I can say that. And I can also tell you that I beat everybody's price.
Okay, you
Easily.
heard it. You heard it here, folks. This is great. So, Bryan, thank you. Thank you so much for being here for another edition of Dead Air Live and audio podcast Somerville Connects. By the way, Bryan just signed me up. I'm pumped up. This is great. Oh, my goodness. Bryan, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And, folks, thank you for listening to another edition of Somerville Connects and Dead Air Live. Have a good day. Bye for now. Somerville Connects. Somerville Connects.